correct?
First, I want to recognize Cal Etheridge. Cal. Whereas January the 2nd, 2023, Councilwoman Tammy Hawkins assumed office as the Metro Council District 1 Councilwoman. From the point of Cal stepping in to provide the comforting presence and helping hand to guide Councilwoman Hawkins as she navigated the responsibility of being a new councilwoman. Whereas Cal Etheridge went above and beyond to assist Councilwoman Hawkins in any way she could, regardless of her job duties and responsibilities and efforts, her assistance with effortless positive energy, her best judgment, professionalism, and a kind smile. Whereas Louisville Metro Council would not operate effectively as it does without staff, Cal Etheridge. It is an honor to know you, to work with you daily. I truly thank you. And I appreciate you for your efforts. Your efforts are unmatched. And I truly appreciate you for all the work that you do. Not just for myself, my office, but on behalf of the entire council. Thank you. Next, I want to recognize Edwin Ernest. Y'all, he left, I got it back. Whereas on January the 2nd, 2023, Councilwoman Hawkins assumed office as the Metro Council District 1 Councilwoman. From that point on, Edwin stepped in to provide comforting presence and helping hand to guide Councilwoman Hawkins as she navigated the responsibilities of being a new councilperson. Whereas Edwin Ernest went above and beyond to assist Council Hawkins any way he could, regardless of his job duties, and offered his assistance with calming energy, his best judgment, more than anything, his transparency and his realness and authenticity, and just his listening ear. He is a man who wears many hats and does it well when he speaks. Edwin is more than just the director of council services. He is a son, brother, father, confidant, and a great co-worker and friend. Whereas Louisville Metro Council, City Hall would not operate efficiently and smoothly as it does without the staff like Edwin Ernest. It is an honor to know and work with you daily. I truly thank you and appreciate you. So, one has really taken the time to really get to know the person that I am. You understand that giving your money means nothing to me. But when you give your time is something that you don't get back in this world. So my next two proclamations go to Tamara Brown and Leslie Bowman. I met these two young ladies probably a few years before I ran for Metro Council. They're from Northeast Christian Church. I would ask that these two young ladies or their representatives please come up. So, they have stepped in not just to my district, but to Parkland. And not just my district, but also Portland. There are big advocates in District 1. And I just want to say thank you. They are pillars in the community that doesn't look like them. They work effortlessly. They assist with backpack drives, coat drives, anything that they think neighborhoods that I represent may need. They help set the tone. They understand the culture that I represent. And that speaks volumes. So today I want to present them with this proclamation. Lastly, Rose Smith and the ACE Project. Rose Smith and the ACE Project, hereas on October 25th, 2014, Corey Ace Crow lost his life, tragically at the hands of gun violence in the corner of 25th Street and Standard Avenue. It was the same day that his mother, Rose Smith, turned her pain into a powerful purpose and found the ACE Project. Whereas Rose Smith purchased the property where her son passed as a foundation to the house of ACE Project to carry his memory and continue his legacy. The ACE Project was established to create a safe place for youth, their families, and the communities that have been impacted by gun violence and trauma. Whereas the ACE Project offers a variety of services and support to the community as a beacon of hope to others. The ACE Project has developed a program called the Academy of Children's Entrepreneurship to provide an outlet of opportunities for youth to learn business skills and resources to help invest in their futures. The privilege and responsibility therein, the testimony whereof we have caused this letter to be made and hereby conferred this honor with all rights and official seals of the Louisville Metro government. Most people are bitter when they lose a loved one. Rose Smith has turned what tragic has brought in her life into a purpose. She bought the home where her son was murdered in front of her. And that's powerful. Because most of the time when you lose a loved one, most people are bitter, they're angry. She's turned it into a purpose. And that takes a lot of energy and a lot of faith. So I just want to say thank you for your effortless work and for your guidance. You know, you've given so much of yourself. And I just want to say thank you all.
Thank you, Councilwoman Hawkins. Madam Clerk, are there any addresses to council?
Yes, there are.
Let me remind those addressing the council to please refrain from using any profanity or making derogatory statements to council members. Madam Clerk, please call the first speaker.
Merle Thornton.
You can begin whenever you're ready. Nice to see you.
My name is Merle Thornton. I live in the historically black neighborhood of Berrytown in District 17. Berrytown is fighting to be policy protected and to prevent displacement. This is why my family, my neighbors, and I support the anti-displacement ordinance, formerly known as the Historically Black Neighborhood Ordinance. Berrytown has been my home for most of my life. In fact, I was born in the back room of my aunt Viola's house in Berrytown when home births were very common. Like many current Berrytown residents, my family legacy began generations ago. While Berrytown has seen many structural changes since its founding by Alfred Berry in 1874, its spirit of community has remained. It is this sense of community that Berrytown is struggling to maintain today. As developers and house flippers have invaded the neighborhood, Berrytown has lost many deeply rooted families, as well as green space, tree canopy, wildlife, and more. If Louisville Metro government, along with Metro Council, continue to allow developers who have free range in our neighborhoods, then Louisville Metro government will be an accomplice to pricing out the next generation. Our children and grandchildren will never know what it is like to own property and to feel safe while walking or riding their bikes to Berrytown Park. As a homeowner in a gentrifying neighborhood, I constantly get bombarded with offers to purchase my house. It is not for sale. I will not be forced out, nor priced out, nor taxed out of my home. Home ownership is the gateway to generational wealth. I deserve the right for my home to remain in my family for generations to come, just like my parents' house has remained in the Thornton family since 1964. The anti-displacement ordinance would help homeowners, particularly seniors with limited income, to receive assistance for home repairs and maintenance to enable them to stay safely in their homes. The anti-displacement ordinance is simply about the preservation of people and communities. It creates opportunities for our descendants to become homeowners themselves. Development does not need to result in displacement. We do want development that we can afford. As a homeowner, I humbly ask the members of Metro Council and our Metro Council representative, President Marcus Brugler, to vote in favor of the anti-displacement ordinance. The choice is simple: are you for displacement or against it? Thank you for your time.
Good evening. am the voice for the voiceless. My name is Lacey. See, I can shake things up, but I'm locked up a tree. Today I am here to speak on all of these campgrounds. I was already on the ground. Somebody still came and kicked me down bottom. I didn't think I could do it, or I really did. I really did. I counted down 24 hours for that terrible day I feared. Rude and disrespectful. They promised things away. I caught it. My heart was broken in two, and there was nothing left to say. My faith in mankind was gone. I felt no hope for a brighter day. And there was no one to right the wrong that kept exposing me to so much strife. So while trudging through this painful realities, I miss some of the greatest people in my life. Scared to live and afraid to die. I kept refusing to accept defeat. Now I stand before you, no longer homeless and on my feet. Each night, these 1,600 people are homeless. Each night. People are turned away and are left to sleep on the street because shelters are full every night. Families sleeping in cars because they don't have enough money and they don't have place in the shelter for them. They don't get that either. Get already. Lord needs help. We need services. We need housing. Suitable housing. Let me put that word in there. Campgrounds don't help people end their homelessness. I'm asking the city to engage and ask people, all of the people sitting here tonight, that every one of you, you stop on the way home, you see a homeless person or a person sitting at a camp or sitting on the wall at Portland, just ask them, what can we do to help? Because without the hand reaching out, we can't help nobody if we don't offer. Sometimes we get in positions in life where we are way up high and forget about how we got there. Now, I stand before you as a homeless person once before, but more so, my name is Sergeant Lisa Hatch. I served in the Gulf War during the Desert Storm. I am one of the youngest recipients of a Purple Heart at 21 years old, with 3 confirmed kills in the Desert Storm. As a homeless person, you never know. I've met some of the most miraculous stories in my life.
Sorry, Manager.
Yes, sir.
I would ask you to
Close that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's all I have to say.
DeAndrea Faber? Is it Barbara? Is that what you said to him?
Yes,
Thank you. Correct that. Thank you.
I didn't write them down because I didn't know what kind of circumstances. So, I'm just gonna speak on the ones first off to have them. Currently, I travel a lot, and currently, the majority of places in the city don't have any assistance for anyone that is, not on drugs and is needing help. No, seriously. If you guys, really are interested in your money, I ask you guys to do more audits on where you're spending your funds. I've been through several programs in your city and the basic paperwork wasn't correct. Papers that you sign when you first come in, they'll say, just sign this, and it, doesn't have a title and say that you received this, and it doesn't have the proper title or proper documentation. You guys are funding them. They're funding this in government. I know you guys know there was a big issue with, Urban League as well, so I ask that you guys do more audits on the businesses that you decide to fund and allow more businesses to come through. Also, how does somebody have to? Okay, and, also, speaking on the, housing issue, I ask you guys to, consider, either rapid housing or right to shelter to work in other states. You guys can talk about it and figure out what works. You can possibly take some of that funding that's being, based and put it there. Also, the people who are in poverty, do you know, there should be an investigation with CPS services. I know you guys have heard it several times. A lot of people are getting their children taken away through the poverty. You guys have a policy that strictly says you can't take the kids away through the poverty, but they can do other underlying things like cigarettes and mental issues and stuff like that. And, no proper investigations are being done. So I ask you guys check where your money's going and do some audits and, do some refunding and consider the people that pay taxes and can afford to pay taxes. A lot of homeless people and a lot of, people, they don't have housing to actually have income. They do have stable income. They just, do have that correct. I can tell you that, but there is money there. So then I asked them to put the entire deal. And it's not a joke like that. Thank you.
Hannah Khan.
Hi, my name is Hannah Khan, and I'm one of the volunteer leads for Unity Louisville. Unity Louisville is a network of people who advocates for abundant, affordable, and inclusive sustainable communities in the city. We say yes in my backyard. I'm here today to inform you all that not only does this group exist, but that we are all members of the community and that have experienced, or are close to those that have experienced housing struggles. Our volunteers and the people that experience housing deficiency impacts make up some of the most important members of our community, from nurses and school teachers to local business owners and nonprofit employees. I've rented since I was 18 years old. My partner and I got married this year, and we wanted to buy a home, but it's not financially feasible for us. We're privileged enough to be able to continue to save to someday buy a home, but with the obvious housing shortage and rent increasing faster than we can save, we can't buy one for the foreseeable future. My struggles only illuminate one small aspect of the numerous issues the city faces when it comes to housing. Our community experiences housing struggles that are all too common, like struggling to find a home that fits their budget, whether it's purchasing or renting, moving far away from their family or community to find affordable housing, commuting for hours a day, spending years on wait lists for income qualified housing, and homelessness. In every community, there's someone who sees how the housing shortage is hurting a teacher, a first responder, someone they love, and everyone is being affected by it. There are folks who want this all to just go away. They're comfortable, change is bad, and someone else can take on the burden of new housing. Some other group will solve the problem. Housing is not a burden. Welcoming people into our community makes us stronger. We have to end the zero-sum system where housing anyone in a new community comes at the expense of someone else. Yes to housing, yes to people, and yes in our backyards. Thank you.
Good evening. I am Tony Curtis, proud District 8 resident and Executive Director of the Metropolitan Housing Coalition, a coalition that engages in research-based advocacy for fair, accessible, and affordable housing. I would like to start with a few words about Mayor Dreamer's release of My Louisville Home, a plan to create and preserve 15,000 affordable housing units in our community. We see a lot of promise and commitments in various aspects of this plan, but we encourage everyone to submit comments by Friday, November 3rd. make your voice heard. The need for affordable housing is great in our community. The community has stated in survey after survey that affordable housing and homelessness are our community's greatest challenges. However, as of late, we have seen a dangerous narrative percolate up across the community that is not only anti-affordable housing, but anti-multifamily housing. This mindset continues to develop. We are in serious trouble as a community. We need affordable housing in all parts of our community. We need housing opportunity and housing choice in all parts of our community. Affordable housing is a community-wide issue that needs a community-wide solution. Instead of looking for ways to say no, we have to look for ways to say yes. It is the issue that will determine our community's future success. So let me say this again. The need for affordable housing is great in our community. Tonight, there is an opportunity to say yes to affordable housing and show the mayor that council is a partner in the movement for more affordable housing. The proposed development located at Cameron Road with a revised development plan for apartments is an opportunity to create affordable housing in the community. We can decide tonight to say yes to 128 apartments located in an area that is made up of approximately 75% single-family and single-family detached housing units. This would bring 118 units online for people at 60% area median income, 5 units for people at 50% AMI, and 5 more units for people at 30% AMI. We can say yes to 36 2-bedroom units, 83 bedroom units, and 12 4-bedroom units. I've often heard in the debate on this development and in talking to community members that we are taking away the opportunity for townhomes for people. Well, I would argue that a vote for townhomes that we know will not be built is taking away the opportunity for 128 households, 128 families to have a new, safe, affordable roof over their families' heads, their children's heads. The community at large has spoken in survey after survey, and the people in need of affordable housing resoundingly say yes. And this multifamily development as apartments is supported by Plan 2040. One last note in regards to the funding of this project, and it must be understood. The over $3 million in city funds committed through the Louisville Affordable Housing Trust Fund to the Cane Run Road project will leverage over $30 million in other real dollar funding. Let me repeat that, over $30 million in other real dollar funding, and that will be lost to Metro Louisville in December 23 when the tax credits will be retracted by the state. So I urge council to move to amend the ordinance back to what was originally filed, which upheld the revised development plan for apartments. Pass that amendment and approve the ordinance as originally filed and give 128 families an opportunity. Let me say this one last time before I leave the podium. The need for affordable housing is great in our community. Thank you.
Mildred Rutherford.
Hello, my name is Mildred Whitaker. And I'm here to speak on affordable housing for homeless people. I became homeless 16 years ago. When I was renting a house that was condemned by the city, somebody fixed it up and rented it out, and I rented this house and have the neighborhood city people drive around, haven't seen me outside sitting there, and they put me out because the house was condemned. So what I did, I lived for you to provide. I live with older people and help them out. I live with younger people who had kids and stuff and help them out with their children and stuff. I always could have a roof over my head. I was very helpful when I got my apartment from housing, and I was I was on that waiting list for 5 years, and now I live in housing, and I was like a very joyful. I've been there for 11 years, and I know that Louisville need more available houses to rent for homeless people. It's Louisville have now 1,200 people or more who's homeless. 16 people who are living on the street every night. Louisville needs more help. We need to reach out for the needs for homeless people. I'm asking the city, I would like to for valiance for homeless house, for rental housing for homeless people development in every zip code area. I'm asking that you please have shelter offered included for families, shelter for friends, and the people that go to homeless people shelter.
Good afternoon. My name is Eddie Logan. And I'm just here to speak on, people getting evicted. And I'm one of them that got evicted in 2003. And I was evicted of my home in Portland. And the sheriff came and said, the sheriff and the landlord came and said, set all my stuff on the curb. I was unable to save my clothes and children's pictures. Now, I had no option, so I took my two youngest children to Wayside Family Shelter on Market Street. I stayed there a couple of months. I felt like I had let my children down. I tried to do the best I could to keep us housed and happy, but I could not make ends meet. The bills and rent were more than what I was making at the cleaning service. But it took a year to get back stable housing. Each year, 17,000 people face eviction in Louisville, forcing families to find a new housing and double up with families, or go to a family shelter like I did. 5,000 these students are homeless during the school year. Louisville has some of the fastest growing rent in the country. I urge the Louisville Metro to support, vote in favor of all affordable housing developed in every zip code. I urge you to meet the needs of our homeless neighborhoods by expanding shelters. Opportunity includes family shelter. Thank you.
Next, we have approval, trust. You can introduce yourself for the state.
Hi, everybody. Travis Peterson, County Attorney. Just a brief reminder that all zoning and planning zoning related decisions need to be based on the administrative records. With all due respect to the speakers tonight, any reference to a specific case should be disregarded, and we should focus on the record that was established for the Planning Commission for those matters.
Next, we have approval of the council minutes for the regular meeting of September 28, 2023. Are there any corrections or deletions? Hearing none, may I have a motion?
Motion.
Second. Motion by Councilman Weber, second by Councilman Baker. The minutes have been properly moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. These minutes are approved as written. Next, we have approval of the following committee minutes called in 2023. Regular committee of the whole, September 28.
If you do nothing else.
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 If you do nothing else.